হয় ইতিহাস পাঠের মাধ্যমে আমরা কি জানতে পারি?
Yes, friends. Today I discuss our
দ্বিতীয়
vectors.
অধ্যায়টা কই দিয়েছি বেটা আমি জান দ্বিতীয় অধ্যায়ের কোশ্চেনগুলো আমি দিয়ে এখানে রে এখানে ওটা না দ্বিতীয় অধ্যায়ের কোশ্চেনগুলো আনসারগুলো এখানে কই দিয়েছি পাত্রের ঝুঁকি কয়টি ভাগে ভাগ করা যায় কি কি ওটা তো ভুল ভাবে মুখস্থ হতে যায় না যে অঙ্কটা বের করে দেখে আমি লিখে রাখি কালকে সকালে লিখতে দেবো
Vectors.
অঙ্কটা ইজিটা করাবো দেখি
So
অঙ্কটা
first I discuss about scalar product.
এই কাতুকুতু পুরোটা পড়াইছেন টিউশনিতে পড়াইছি কবে করালো তো দেখো অঙ্ক কোনটা বেশি উঠবে বাস
How we define scalar product? We have any two vectors like vector A and vector B. So if we represent this, this is the A vector, B vector applies with the angle theta with vector A. Then we have to find out what will be their scalar product. So if we take B vector's projection on A vector, this will be B vector modulus B vector's modulus value. This projection is B vector's modulus mod of B vector multiply cos theta. So this is a projected segment. Now A vector is represented by A. So scalar dot will be A vector's modulus value multiply B vector's projected value. Means A vector dot B vector. This is the scalar product of the two vectors will be mod of A vector and projected line segment of B vector. Their multiplication. So this is the scalar product of the two vectors. Two vectors. Now, যে কোণের মান 180 ডিগ্রি থেকে বেশি কিন্তু 360 ডিগ্রি অপেক্ষা কম তাকে প্রবৃত্ত কোণ বলে যেমন 200 ডিগ্রি কোণ 280 so from this we can calculate এখানে এটা ছবি এটা সূক্ষ্ম কোণের ছবি কি বলে সূক্ষ্ম কোণের উদাহরণটা the angle between the two vectors which will be cos theta যেমন এখানে যে এটা কত ডিগ্রি is equal to A vector dot B vector by mod of A vector multiply mod of B vector. Scalar product in another term dot vector. This is also called dot vector. চারদিকে কোণটা কি আছে সমান আছে তাদেরকে বলে সমকোণ আর স্থূলকোণ কাকে বলে যে কোণের মান 90 ডিগ্রি থেকে বেশি হ্যাঁ 180 ডিগ্রি এই দিকে উল্টা দিকে হয়ে গেল তো মাঝামাঝি এটা দেখে এই দিকে 45 ডিগ্রি ভেক্টর প্রোডাক্ট তাহলে এটা কত হচ্ছে 90 ডিগ্রি থেকে কম আর 180 ডিগ্রি থেকে বেশি তাহলে কত হচ্ছে 110 স্থূলকোণ এটাই তো বলতে হয়ে যাবে তাহলে it is represented in this way A vector cross B vector. This is also called cross vector.
সরল কোণ যে
It
কোণের
is
মান
also
180 ডিগ্রি তাকে
called
বলা হয়
cross
সরল কোণ
vector.
যে কোণটার মান কি 180 ডিগ্রি তাহলে এটাকে কি বলে সরল কোণ আর ওটাকে বলে প্রবৃত্ত কোণ যে কোণের মান 180
So A cross
যে
B
কোণের মান 180 ডিগ্রি থেকে
is
বেশি কিন্তু 360
measured
ডিগ্রি থেকে
in
কম
this way.
দেখ
In
এই যে 180 ডিগ্রি থেকে বেশি হয়ে গেল আর 360 ডিগ্রি থেকে কম
scalar
হলো
product,
তাহলে কি বলে প্রবৃত্ত কোণ
we have no
এই
direction,
সংখ্যাটি মুখস্থ
means
করতে হবে
this is just a just a measure A dot B, but
একটা কোণের মান কত
in
90 ডিগ্রি
vector product we have a vector after taking the two vectors in product cross vector we have a direction also. So how we can represent this? If we take in Cartesian plan 3D image x, y, z, this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is z axis. So this is positive part, this is positive part, and this is positive part. These are the positive sides and the rest are negative sides. So now if this plan is taken represented by x axis and y axis, then the plane represents the y axis. We have to take. Now A cross B means if A vector is represented by in this way with x axis and B vector is A vector is represented by with x axis and B vector is represented by in this plane in this way, then A cross B value will be the anti-clockwise rotation of these two vectors. There is an angle theta will take between these two vectors and its direction will be A cross B's direction will be the perpendicular on this plane, means through this plane. So A vector and B vector is applied in this plane and their cross vector applied perpendicular to this plane. Now A cross B is represented in this way. If we take a graphical method, Cartesian plan, this is A vector, this is B vector, we will take the perpendicular distance, this is applied as x-axis, so its perpendicular distance will apply through y-axis, so we have to take perpendicular value. So this is mod of B vector and there is angle theta, this will be sin theta. So A cross B will be represented by mod of A vector multiply the perpendicular direction, perpendicular measure of B vector, this will be B vector sin theta. And there will be a direction of these two of cross vector product, so they are applied on this plan. So the perpendicular which is the z-axis, in this way the perpendicular on the plan will be represented by n cap. N cap is a unit vector, n cap is a unit vector
সেই সময় তাকে কি বলা হয়? পাথরের যুগ বলা হয়। পুরোনো পাথরের যুগ কাকে বলে? যে যুগে মানুষ ভারী মোটা
unit vector, its value is 1 and its direction is perpendicular to the plane or perpendicular to the plane where A and B vector is applied. So, A vector applied through x-axis, B vector is applied through y-axis. So n vector's direction will be through z-axis. So we have to remember these directions, how to calculate this direction for vector product. So how we find out in square product if the two vectors be perpendicular to each other? In square product, if A vector is perpendicular to B vector, then what condition is needed? So here if these two vectors are perpendicular, then theta will be pi by 2. So its value will be 0. So here two vectors are perpendicular if and only A vector dot square dot B vector is equal to 0. Means A vector dot B vector equal to 0. Now in 2D, any vector x is represented by any vector A is represented by x I cap. I is the unit vector through x-axis plus y j cap, which is applied through y-axis, that is a unit vector. And in 3D, in 3-axis dimension, any vector we are taking a vector again. Here this will be x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. K is the unit vector which is applied through z axis. So how we can calculate A vector square dot B vector? If A vector is represented by in this way, x1, y1, z1, and B vector is represented by x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. So in this case, in the square product, when we take square dot, then similar unit vectors have a angle theta equal to 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So these vectors can multiply, but when we will take ij, there will be a pi by 2 angle, which value cos 0 will take 1, so we can multiply, but cos pi by 2 will take 0, so the multiplication cancels each other, and k cap also takes pi by 2 angle, so this multiplication also cancels each other. In this way, similar unit vectors just can multiply with each other. This multiplication can be taken, this multiplication can be taken, and this multiplication can be taken. Since I cap is equal to j cap is equal to k cap is equal to 1, and their value is also 1, modulus value, and the angle between them cos 0 is equal to also 1, so we have value 1. But the others ij or ik in dot vector or others kj different unit vectors take value 0, they cancel each other, so we have a vector dot b vector is equal to x1 x2 plus y1 y2 multiply y1 multiply y2 x1 multiply x2 plus z1 multiply z2. So this is the a vector dot b vector, square product of two vectors. If we go with this example or illustration to find out the scalar product, vector product, so we have taken a vector equal to x1 I cap plus y1 z cap j cap plus z1 k cap, and b vector equal to x2 I cap plus y2 z cap j cap plus z2 k cap. Now for vector product we have similar unit vectors cancel each other because their angle is 0 and sine 0 is equal to 0. We have this product a vector cross b vector is equal to mod of a vector mod of b vector multiply sine theta multiply a direction vector, unit direction vector n cap. So here if we put a vector I cap and b vector also I cap, then we have this value is 1, this value is 1, but this value theta will be 0, so all the whole value will be 0. So for similar components or similar unit vectors, this value will be 0, but when they have an angle pi by 2, if we take ij or jk or ik, they have an angle pi by 2, for which sin theta will be sin pi by 2 will be 1, so we have value 1. So here when we will go to find out vector product of a vector cross b vector, we will have in this way a determinate form which we have to find out I cap j cap k cap x1 y1 z1 x2 y2 z2 means this will be x1 y2 minus y1 x2 I cap minus x1 z2 minus z1 x2 j cap plus x1 y2 minus y1 x2 k cap. So this will be, we have to find out, then we can find out A vector cross B vector in this way. So you have to remember this formula. Thanks for watching.